Hi, I'm Carly. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to take you through this full body hatha yoga class, including a warm up, the asanas, and a relaxation at the end. We're going to start in a seated position, so make yourself comfortable. Maybe pop a block underneath or a rolled up blanket. Sit nice and tall, roll your shoulders down your back, and close your eyes. Begin to take some deeper breaths. Draw your focus in. Focus on the breath, on the body. Notice how it's feeling now at the beginning of your practice. Any areas of tension. Feel yourself beginning to relax. Next, we will prepare to start our box breathing, where we inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Now inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and return to a natural rhythm. And slowly open the eyes. Now sit nice and tall again, relax the shoulders, and then we'll take our gaze over to the left. Drop the chin and roll it round to the right. Enjoying the stretch down the back of the neck. Go carefully. And then down and round to the left. And once again, down and round to the right. And back round to the left. And then this time, draw a full circle with the chin. It can be small or as big as you like. Listen to your body. And once you're there, go back the other way. And then come back to center. Tilt the head over now to the left. Place the left hand on top, just gently. And raise the arms slightly so that you feel the stretch all the way down the right side of the neck into the forearm. And gently relax. Bring the head up through center and then over to the right. Place the right hand on top and raise the left arm. And gently release. Good. Now we're going to circle the wrists. And the other direction. Bring the palms together, apply pressure to one side so that you feel the stretch all through the palm, into the wrist and up the forearm. And the other side. And release, maybe circle another couple of times. Now we're going to come into a shoulder stretch. We're going to take the right hand behind the head, reaching the fingertips down. Take the left behind the back, reaching the fingertips up. And the goal here is to reach them, to touch, maybe even to clasp your hands together. But if you can't reach yet, that's fine. Just reach them towards each other. And breathe. Good. Gently release. And we'll swap sides. So the left hand comes behind the head. The right reaches upwards. And you might find that one side reaches closer to the other than the other. And gently release. Bring the left hand down on the mat beside you. Bring the right arm up and over in a side stretch. Keep both of your sit bones on the ground. And release the right hand down to the mat. Bring the left up and over. And release. Good. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left hand behind you. Sit tall, take a breath in. And twist as you exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Breathe into the belly. And gently release. Bring the hands over to the other side. Sit tall, breathe in. Exhale as you twist. And release. Now come into tabletop. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Spread the fingers, middle fingers face forwards. Knees under your hips. Make sure you press out of your arms. Don't sink into your shoulders. And then leading with the pelvis, we'll tuck it under, bringing our heads down to gaze between our knees, arching through the back. Inhale, tilt the pelvis the other way, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale back into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. And come back to neutral. Now take the weight into the left hand. We're going to bring the right hand forward, circling the arm, opening up the shoulder. If it's comfortable, you can follow your hand with your gaze. And back round again. Good. Now reach the right hand forwards, straighten the left leg. You can bring the toes to touch on the mat. Think about engaging the core. And then inhale, raise the leg up, reaching the toes and fingertips away from one another. In balancing table. And release. Back to tabletop. Now take the weight into the right hand. Circle the left arm forwards, opening up the shoulder. Follow with your gaze. Good, then reach the left hand forward, straighten the right leg, rest the toes on the mat. Think about engaging the midsection. Inhale, then raise the leg off the mat, reaching the toes and fingertips away from one another. Good, then come back to tabletop. Sink back into Balasana. Reach the arms forwards, but let go of any tension. Good, come back to tabletop. And we're going to do that again. So we reach the right fingertips forwards, straighten the left leg. Brace through the midsection, then inhale, raise the leg off the mat, reaching away from one another. Or you have the option to reach back and catch the foot, press it into the palm of the hand in balancing tiger. Keep breathing. And gently release back to tabletop. Weight now into the right hand, reach the left fingertips forwards, straighten the right leg. Brace first, then inhale, reach the toes and the fingertips away from one another. Stay here, or you have the option to reach back and catch the foot in the palm of the hand. And release and sink back into child's pose. Press up onto your hands, tuck the toes under and lift up the hips into your first downward facing dog. Pedal the feet one at a time, stretch out the backs of the legs. Then raise the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring the heel in towards the bottom, open the hip up to the left. Maybe looking under the right armpit. And then level the hips and bring the right foot forwards, coming into a low lunge. So bring the left knee down to the mat. Sink the weight back, straightening the front leg, coming onto the heel, half monkey. Good, then take the right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Pivot the left knee, come into side plank, half side plank, reaching the fingertips up. Good, push the floor away, come up and reach your left arm over into gate, resting the right arm on the leg. Feeling the stretch all the way down the left side of the body and the right inner thigh. And release down. Come back into your downward facing dog. This time lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring the heel in towards the bottom, open the hip up to the side. Press through both hands equally. Then level the hips, bring the left foot forwards, coming into low lunge. Drop the right knee. Good, sink the weight back, straighten the left leg, half monkey, coming onto the heel, flexing the foot. Now take the left leg all the way to the back of the mat, pivot the right knee, half side plank. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then push the floor away, come into gate, bringing the right arm up and over. And release down. Come into a wide leg child's pose, big toes together, knees out wide. Relax down, bring your head to the mat, close your eyes. Good, press up to tabletop. Plant the hands, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Step or walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Feel free to have a bend in the knee here to sway the upper body in ragdoll. Release the head and neck. And slowly roll up to standing. Come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip width apart. Engage through the quads and the abdominals, the pelvic floor. Release the shoulders down. Take a nice inhale here. And sigh it out. And again, inhale. And exhale. And this time, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Think about extending through the spine. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Push the floor away. Take a breath here. And drop the knees if you need to, and then bend the elbows, keeping them tucked in. Bring yourself down through chaturanga. Slide the hands forwards into Sphinx. Elbows under your shoulders. Let go of your glutes. Good. Plant your hands under the shoulders. Press up into downward facing dog. Pause here for a breath. And step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. Reset the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Pause here for a breath. And come down through chaturanga. Good. Keep the hands under the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Press up into cobra. Release down. Press up into downward facing dog. Good. Step or walk to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. Reset the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Pause here for a breath. Chaturanga, Dandasana. You have the option here of Sphinx or Cobra or upward facing dog. Coming on to the tops of the feet. Move into downward facing dog. Good. Step or walk to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're going to come into a balance, a big toe balance, but there are scaled versions. Use the wall if you need to. We're going to start by taking the weight into the right foot, lifting and grasping hold of the left knee. Bring the right hand to the hip, and you can stay here, or your next option is to reach down and grab the big toe, keeping the chest open. The next option is to straighten the leg. It doesn't have to be all the way straight. Focus on a point on the floor that's not moving to help with your balance. And then whether you're holding on to the knee or onto the big toe, open the hip up to the side. Holding on to your focal point. Keep breathing. And back to center. And gently release. Just roll the hips to release. And then come onto the left foot. Raise the right knee up, either grasp hold of the knee or reach down for the big toe. Again, roll the shoulders back. Keep the chest open. And you have the option to straighten the leg. Good. Then open the hip up to the side. Come back to center. And gently release. And just release the hips. Good. Well done. Come to the top of the mat now. Reset the feet into Tadasana mountain pose. Take the weight into the left foot. Step back with the right, coming into warrior one. Left knee over the ankle, hips forwards, back foot at an angle. Good. Pivot the back foot 90 degrees. Bring the arms down to warrior two. Hips have opened up to the side. Keep pressing the left knee so it stays over the ankle and doesn't cave in. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Right hand can either rest on your leg or combined behind the back, reaching for the top of the left thigh. Release the arms back to warrior two. Good. From here, we're going to pivot the back foot, coming into a high lunge. Good. Reach the hands behind the back, grasp the fingertips, opening up through the chest. Inhale, and then pivot forward, hinging from the hips over the knee. Don't rest the body on the leg. Good. Release the arms down to the mat. Bring the back knee down, back into a low lunge. Good. Step back into plank. Come through chaturanga. Your choice of cobra or up dog. And then down dog. Good. Step forwards, fold. And inhale to rise. Good. Take the weight now into the right foot. Step back into warrior one with the left. Hips face forward, right knee over ankle. Pivot the back foot to 90 degrees, warrior two. Bring the arms down to shoulder height. Reach the fingertips away from one another. Gaze over your middle finger. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Either rest your left hand on your leg or bind behind your back. Bring the arms back to warrior two. Now pivot the back foot, coming into a high lunge, hips face forwards. Good. Take the hands and bind behind the back, maybe placing the opposite thumb on top this time. Stretch through the shoulders. And then hinge from the hips over your bent knee. Release the hands down, come into low lunge. Drop the back knee down to the mat. Good. Take the front foot back. Come into a child's pose of choice. Good. Press up. Bring your legs out in front. Come into a seated position. I'm going to take our left leg out to the side. Tuck the right leg in. Press your left hand against your ankle. Open up the chest and extend over the straight leg. Looking for a stretch down the right side of the body into the lower back. But keep the chest open. Good. Release down. Bring your straight leg out in front now. Keep the right foot tucked in. Inhale, reach up. And then fold forwards. And walk the hands in. We'll swap sides. Tuck the left foot in. Take the right leg out straight. Press the right hand against the ankle. Extend up. Open the chest. And release. Bring that straight leg out in front now. Reach up. Inhale. And reach forwards. Walk the hands in. Good. Bring both legs straight out in front now. And now here you can have a nice bend in the knee on this last forward fold. Inhale, raise the arms up and then hinge forwards, extending as much as you can with a straight back and then let it round. And walk the hands in. Lovely. We're going to come into a reverse table now. So bring the feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing towards your bottom. And then press through the feet and the hands to raise the hips up as high as you can into your reverse table. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Lovely stretch for the shoulders and the top of the arms. And release down. And we're going to do that one more time. So set the hands on the feet. Press up, lifting the hips. Keep breathing. And release down. Good. Okay, we're going to come down to lay on our backs now. And we're going to prepare to come into a shoulder stand. So if this is too much for you, instead, you could just raise your legs up against a wall. But otherwise, press your hands into the floor, lifting your legs up off the ground, using your hands to support your back. Keep your neck nice and straight. Your legs don't have to be vertical. You just find a nice place of balance. And slowly lower yourself down, unrolling nice and slowly back to the ground. Good. We're going to bring the knees into the chest now. Rock the lower back into the mat. And then take the knees wide, reach in between to grasp your ankles or the soles of your feet. Come into happy baby. And release your feet down. You're going to take the knees over to the left. Keep both your shoulders connected to the ground. And then gently bring your knees over to the other side. And bring your legs back to center. We're going to let the soles of our feet come together, let the knees go out wide, and then reach above your head, grasping opposite forearms, and relax in reclined goddess. Good. And use your hands to bring your knees back together and let your feet relax, outstretched. We're coming into a final resting pose, Savasana. Now would be a great time to grab a blanket or to add some extra layers. And then take a moment to find a comfortable position. Release your shoulders. Let your arms relax and your palms face up to the sky. Relax your hips, your legs. Let your feet flop to the side. Relax your belly and breathe naturally. Now you can either pause the video and rest for a bit longer. Otherwise, begin to deepen your breath as we come back to our bodies. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And slowly turn onto one side and rest in the fetal position for a few breaths. And now press up into a seated position. And we'll finish the class together with a couple of deep breaths. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Well done for spending this time carved out for yourself. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.